Hello, folks. Welcome to Vlog 21.
Brought to you by Payne's Practical Products.
So this session was probably different from any session that I have yet done on my channel. Thoughts on it?
Yeah.
So much politics.
Really enjoyed
A
it.
lot of politics. I love it.
I love when I get a chance to be sassy. So
You were so sassy. It was really
Yeah, I enjoyed all the sass being thrown around.
I love a great accent and great sass.
I
love the way that this was handled. It felt realistic, and it felt like it was still our choices, but at the same time, I don't know, I love the voting process that we got to do.
Yeah.
It was really neat to be able to step out of ourselves and listen to the speeches so they actually had an impact. I enjoyed that a lot.
That was honestly not saying like there hasn't been suspense, but I feel like that was actually one of the most suspenseful moments in the whole.
Oh my goodness!
It really was.
In the whole.
We were all like
Definitely.
head in hands, like we were all.
like,
I don't think I've ever been so afraid.
Right. But yeah, a lot more diplomacy, a lot more chance for characters to speak out. Not a lot of combat. I don't think except for one bear fight.
No. There was a bear fight.
Yes.
One bare chest oily. One bare chest fight.
Bare chested.
Bear men.
Oh man, that was awesome. But yeah, I all around I really liked this episode, this session. It's always, I love public speaking. I have no problem with it in Swedish. Then it's only you have to think about what you're saying. Your vocabulary kind of diminishes like 50%, and and do this improvised with we're gonna throw questions at you now about politics and stuff. And I'm like, oh my god. This is really cool, but
You guys had like no idea what questions were going to be thrown at you. Like, you handled it so well.
Very fun. I loved it.
It was very good.
I also have to applaud you hard because you did 2 people. You were.
That was hard. Yeah.
That was so hard. I can't imagine trying to do that.
No.
Yeah, RPXP to heart.
That was nice.
Not just 2 people, but the people interrogating said people.
I mean, you did a lot.
5 people.
Always great when you have to talk to yourself.
That was hard. Yes. And I tried to define each of the not only the candidates but also the council members a little bit more. I felt that Kane. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I had a question for you, Hawk, but finish your thoughts first.
I was going to say, I pictured Kane as being more of the diplomatic, charming member of the council who's very big on relationships and all that good stuff. I saw I guess, Sir Balrus as being more of like the paragon-y kind of character who tries to do what is right. And then I saw Hao as more of the in the middle, practical, realistic, person, whereas Sir Balrus, for example, is more idealistic in some ways, and Kane is idealistic in other ways in a more of a social kind of business kind of way. And Sevion shared a lot of that, since he may or may not have been coached by Kane. And then Sir Calthrian, of course, yes, she was more of a cookie cutter, I guess, kind of candidate. But I mean, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. That's not a bad thing to be cookie cutter.
I think it was in a good way. Like,
I mean, most of us wanted to vote for her, so
Yes, absolutely.
But my question was,
I liked her in the game too. Like in Origins, I loved her.
Yeah, she was great in the games. Absolutely loved her. Loyal to her T.
Yeah, I was very happy to be able to bring her into this story. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I really liked her character a lot, and I agree that it was very realistic that she got in fourth place, as bad as it is, because those people tend to come last. Those really nice people that are like, hey, I don't have the most experience, but I really want to try for you guys. It's like, no.
Yeah.
It's really sad, but it's true to life. Now, I was just really curious as to, before the session started, when you were writing it, Hark, if you had to take a guess as to what the outcome would be, both in the form of government and who got elected.
Oh, that's really hard. It's hard because I think, at least in America, we're used to democracy. And I think as Americans, for example, we'd like to believe that democracy is all that in a bag of chips, because there's so much amazing things about America, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't we go democracy? But at the same time, I also have to, if I was trying to be in character, traditionally, like, Ferelden has a system of monarchy. It's a feudal system. So that is not the norm for them. So honestly, I was split. I wouldn't be able to say I could have guessed the outcome because half of me did feel that they were going to try to be more traditional, and the other half was democratic. I think that I did predict that they would be an autocracy, a rule by a person, because I think that a rule by a group, while I think it's a cool idea, and I think that it would add diversity to the storyline because, again, I don't know of any other main country in Ferelden that has an oligarchy, so it'd be really cool to introduce that into this lore. As cool as I thought that would be, I did not guess that you would end up ultimately choosing an oligarchy. So
One of the only things that I was like this on democracy with, because I love, the idea of there being a democratic nation, but we're in a medieval era. So I was kind of like this. I was like, people are in charge of information at this day and age. So the average person has no way of knowing the truth. So I was like, there isn't really a press. Like, maybe it would work really well if we had a really dedicated press, but there isn't one yet. So I was kind of wary of that.
That was the purpose of Sebastian Vale. I needed to throw him in there because I think that exactly what you're saying is I think one of the things he said was people are easily swayed.
Yeah.
And you can't always trust people to know what is best for themselves, especially in a day and age where like you said, they don't have access to information or accurate information. So I think that the prince's input was very spot on in that.
I agree with that. And like when I learned that it was going to be a vote, like people were going to vote, I was just like thinking how Cedric would take that, and he'd just be like, "Oh no, like why?"
Oh no, not people.
Not the people. We can't trust the people.
Oh no.
I mean, he swore to protect them, but oh gosh, like there's no way that he would think that like they had that capability.
Yeah, it's rough.
I think the surprising amount of the people in here and there looked at this and didn't play it in character and there and were like, I want to trust the people, but I'm not sure much you can do. Like, even Gwenail, who's is really helpful and there's like, oh no, I'm not saying give all of it to them and stuff like that. I'm saying they have a right to say something about it.
Yeah, we're not gonna kill him for saying it, but maybe don't put him in power. What?
And I have to say, it was amazing getting back together, getting the gang back together. Yeah, I miss Charlie, but at least we got Ray and Logan.
Yeah, I was gonna say
constellation prizes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that that was my favorite part, was the beginning of the session where I got to watch the three of you guys reunite, and I really wish we had more time to do that.
So
Yes.
anyways.
I wanted so badly to give you more time to role play with each other, but unfortunately, that we just didn't have enough time to do that. So, and for those of you who are watching and are wondering about Shali, Shali does apologize that she could not make it. It's tough for her to be able to join these things, and we just wanted to let her know that we miss her a lot, and hopefully one of these days, Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, one of these days she will be able to. She'll be able to join us in a future session. So she always will be invited.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to someday speak with and play with Shelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's to hoping that she might let's play Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah,
Here, we'll see.
I was about to say, I also love her LPs. Like, I'm a
Yes,
huge
I love her
fan.
LPs. Lucky Jack, you haven't said anything yet. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I was saying earlier, I really did like this session. I enjoyed the more like we were talking the reunion bits were very fun. Just again, I felt really bad that I was still kind of again trying to warm back up into talking. Like I got better at the talking bit later on, but in those early bits, I was still all freaking.
Awesome.
Thanks. No.
Words are difficult, mate.
Yeah,
You were awesome, Logan. As your
I keep
as
getting all.
go ahead.
I don't know why I keep getting all nervous every single time. It's just okay. But
I'm
again,
silently judging you.
again, this was a very like
Silently.
impacting. This was a very impactful episode considering what these because this is the second big like this will change literally. This can change all of even into the next season and this one, and it really did though. I really did enjoy having everybody all together. I did. This was everyone who could be here. This was fun, and I appreciate everyone taking the time to do this. Things went very smoothly, I think, and
Yeah, the word that LJ and I used during one of the breaks, I think it was legacy. This feels like a legacy episode. There's, 3/4 of season 1 and there's the cast of season 2. This doesn't happen, so it's a really huge, impactful episode on that alone.
Yeah.
Then the decisions that came with it as well, and getting the season 1 cast to be a part of that. I mean, that's just amazing.
Yeah, we love you guys.
You guys are awesome too.
Play with you.
Hopefully, yeah. I want to find opportunities for as many people as possible to have input on something that is so impactful to the universe, because the leader and the government system of Ferelden, which as players of Dragon Age, we probably know Ferelden better than the other countries, is a big deal. So hopefully in the future, when we do season 3, we can maybe do something very similar legacy-wise with season 1 and 2 and 3 people. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Delightful.
It's gonna be a big school.
As long as someone plays a lawbringer, I'm okay.
That would be super cool.
I would love to see like a day when we have like one shots with just like mixed bag group of us together. That would be so cool to watch. It would be so cool to do.
I would love to play Gwinnell at his level he's at now and such.
yeah.
Instead of hits like a
I can
truck.
only imagine.
I'm like, I got to take this guy. Bam.
Hopefully the season 1 players feel like, their characters have grown in power over the years, because, you guys were in a position where nobody knew who you were in season 1, and now in season 2, one is the left-handed divine, another one is a senior enchanter of the White Spire, another one went to becoming Viscount and now King of Ferelden. So, that progression, I love the watching your characters evolve and reach these higher positions, because it shows that the universe continues even when you're not playing in the game officially. But when you do appear, because you have such power, you can leave a mark even in such short of a time. And I'm sure that as the King of Ferelden, David and Recluse and Maximilian will be able to make a lot of.
I'm kind of sorry I forced a NPC on you. I hope that's okay.
Oh no, that's okay. I was half expecting you to give them Plim, but you gave the Circatrian. I'm happy with that. So
Yeah, and we are constantly accidentally or otherwise getting rid of all of our NPCs so we could use a new one.
There was a chance that Max could have died in this season as well. So the fact that he didn't die.
yeah,
We saved you.
Yeah, and if that happened, Sevion would be king right now.
Oh my god.
No, that's not how that works. Wouldn't it be name a successor? Balderdash, no.
Ah,
So if Andrea is upset that they saved Hugh, hopefully she's not that upset now.
She's just a little
Also,
upset.
Martin should impose the law of Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday, yeah.
how about no fun Wednesday?
No fun Wednesday.
Maximilian.
Are we gonna talk
never
about the
fun
big
to
old
get
thing in the sky?
Training
Yeah,
day
that's-
Thursday.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
That's on
Yeah.
the-
So, question then:
Hmm?
how are they going to work out the Viscount of Kirkwall now? Then, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I
I
guess
was gonna say
heck with
yes.
them.
Viscount Plim?
Yeah, I do want to. That is a very good question, David. What's going to happen with the Viscount of Kirkwall now?
Mm-hmm.
How about that gods woman?
Who?
What's she called again?
Aveline.
The gods woman in Dragon Age
Aveline.
Aveline.
Oh,
Aveline. Okay, hate it.
Viscount
That's a
Aveline.
good one.
Oh, she'd hate it. That's perfect.
You'd hate it. It's perfect. She's perfect for the job. Yeah.
Enjoy.
Well,
Somebody go find Varric.
Aveline, well, Varric would actually be a good choice too. Aveline is the kind of person who likes to fix things. I don't know if she likes to be played. I feel like Aveline prefers to be more of a support than a true leader. But I think if it was insisted on by the Viscount, Sunworth, she probably would accept.
I don't
If
know
he
how
insisted.
Was she not a captain of guard? So,
I mean,
that's
she
not
took
really
on the
support.
guard captain position when it was necessary.
Yeah, exactly.
to do things. So
Yeah.
she will take on a high position if it means that she can fix things.
If she can fix things, yes.
Well, I have a question. In your guys' first season, wasn't Hawk killed, right?
Yeah.
So would she have even made it out with her husband? Because didn't
Well, Aveline
What's her
does
name?
work for Max.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It was confirmed in one of the crossover sessions that he
My
does
bad,
work.
yeah.
She does work for Max. So yes, she is still alive,
Okay.
Yeah.
and
Hawk
Donick
didn't
is still
make it, though.
alive because I can't separate her from Donick.
Oh.
Her husband's still alive?
that's
no,
weird.
Wesley was her husband.
Oh.
Donick,
Damn,
not Wesley.
It like
Donick.
cut out.
Simon.
It cut out, and I just heard Aveline, and then like some of the
Right.
still alive. And I was
Donick.
like, yes.
Sorry, I do like Wesley. Yes.
So, I have no idea what the thing in the sky could be.
Oh yeah.
Well, I
I
was
hope it's-
thinking
I hope
the big
it's
bad
not
was going to be
green.
this. Yeah. I thought the big bad was going to be the stone that we've been carrying around with Mafaraz. So.
Oh man, I'm
that.
glad we didn't leave Matharath and Navarra.
I know.
That could have been a lot worse.
So I have no
Yeah,
idea.
that would have.
I
Oh.
guess it has something to do with the Dupuis guy.
Yeah, probably.
Hmm.
He needs to
big
be axed.
It would be
green thing
amazing.
in the sky.
Wasn't it established that there is some big bad or some big evil or something we're supposed to fight? It's probably that.
Yeah, because that's why the Pentavive Guardians like showed up. I just don't
Yeah.
know. We just haven't figured out what it is yet. So
And there's always
True.
there's always something
This-
bad, and it's
this
likely
might-
going to be big. They might do bad otherwise. So, yeah.
I'll say this might be what it is. This
Hmm.
might be what it is.
Red herring.
Maybe.
We get drawn to Navarra, and they'll be like, "Oh, no, everything's fine." Next thing we know, there's a huge explosion in Ferelden or something.
It's a distraction tactic.
I have been dropping subtle hints all throughout the campaign as to what this is. So
Yeah, you think that, Hark, but literally we have not picked up on them. The whole group-
We've been rolling low on our perception rolls.
I even dropped subtle hints in the Mass Effect campaign as well. But
no idea.
Have to be clever. Like, who is the bad guy? What?
Cataclysmic.
Okay, guys, I'll come out and let you know. I totally know what it is. He's been playing.
Man.
Matt.
It was at this moment that Esbjorn's eyes glue and said, "Yes."
It's time.
Protocol as it's like, what?
Oh, I want to be the bad guy so bad. When they get back, it's like a big police state. Like, haha.
And we're like,
Have you been feeling the temptation with the power we've been giving to go a little bit
and we're like,
maniacal?
and we're like, Max, we were only gone for 30 minutes. What the heck?
Yes.
You guys don't understand. You don't understand.
Power.
Yeah, no.
So
being a villain would be fine.
I'm actually surprised that nobody has asked a question about a very specific individual on the Tempest stream. Do you know who I'm talking about? Especially if you guys watched any of the
I was wondering why he was doing sign language.
Yeah. Thought he had a
I didn't know. I was waiting for you to like speak, and then it didn't happen, and I was like,
Yep.
what happened?
I was waiting for somebody to ask about that.
Mm.
Why do you think he's using sign language?
Maybe it could be that he's still working on talking and he's not comfortable yet. I don't know.
Or it
didn't work.
Yeah, or it didn't work, or it backfired, or did something horrible. Probably.
I mean, that's what I just assumed is that, I mean, lots of people that have disabilities like hearing, sight, whatever, and stuff like that, don't always use it after they manage to get something to help restore that as much due to comfortability of using it or awkwardnesses because they don't have the comfortability to speak and stuff. Like people who are deaf and everything like that, they have hearing aids and such, don't always, even though with the hearing aids they can speak without the regulations a little bit better, they still get self-conscious about it.
It's like speech fluency. Like, yeah, maybe he was just more fluid with the sign language than being more comfortable with normal vocal.
Meanwhile, I'm here like, oh wait, did he learn to talk again?
That's me too. That's me too. I'm thinking,
Yeah, I'm like,
One
wait,
reason I
what?
didn't say anything,
Well,
like,
I'm pretty sure he always knew how to talk because he didn't always have his tongue cut out and such.
but he got it back, right? I know.
He got a robot tongue.
had a
Got it
memory
back.
since last time.
What-
so-
what-
Can you just put a tongue back? Can we do that?
Mass Effect can.
If you have enough Omnigel, if you have
Yeah,
enough
it's like
Omnigel,
Metagel and a
Metagel.
cybernetic paste and such, and a little bit of sci-fi magic. I mean, science. And
Yeah.
bam.
since I know a lot of people in the audience would probably be asking that question, I brought it up, but I will table that answer for another time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll table that for another time.
Okay.
I'm just wondering, at least put a lot of technology into that time. I'm wondering if someone stole it.
Yeah, maybe things are getting all wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, reality
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Sepia to pick me up, so.
traitor.
And don't forget, Maximilian actually knows about the Reapers.
That's true.
Yes.
Oh
So
God.
now we're in the ruling power. Oh man.
Yes. Oh man, time to build
Wait.
a military force.
Yes.
Andrea has decided that her trip to space didn't happen. He has a sword. I don't believe it. It didn't happen.
Anything else? Maybe from David, Ray, or Logan. Anything else?
Yes, great role playing with you guys again. It's been so much
Yes.
fun. You guys are all awesome.
Mhm.
And
Well, you
then
need to
say, you too.
What?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, most awkward time.
I was gonna say that I really want to try to have maybe a one shot when we all get back together again or something like that. Season
The
one.
mini
people or something.
world
God.
adventures of Delwyn, Leoldin, Gwinnell, and Max. Just a little wild, like a 4 coma series or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would say watch that.
We can talk about that. We can talk about some sort of offshoot one-shot reunion session. See if Shali would be up for that. That would be really interesting.
Just go
You
back
heard
to
it here,
some
folks.
nice.
There's an confirmation that this may happen in the future.
This might happen in the future. We'll
Just some-
see.
just some-
We'll
just some old
we'll
classic
explore
adventures.
that. It would be a really cool, like mid-season, like between season feature, special feature.
They all simultaneously have midlife crises. They want to go back on another adventure, relive the glory days. And...
Grenade is 25.
Dragon Age road trip.
Dragon Age Resurgence.
Hey, medieval times, 25 is like you're in your 50s back in medieval times. That's what 25 is like.
Holy shit, you're 25. Good
Leland
for
got his
you,
grip
man.
there.
Good for you, man.
It's like 4 hours of democracy. I'm like, oh my god.
Can't do this.
Anything else?
I'm just glad that I think it makes most sense that Max became king. And the reason I do is because Ferelden was lost to the Blight, and Max helped kill the Archdemon. So I was like, I feel like people in Ferelden would vote that way. Like, oh, well, he's the one who ended the Blight. So like,
That's what influenced my voting as well.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's pretty.
Leland helped.
I was just glad it was not Sevia.
I might have thrown him off my shield. Onto the Archdemon.
Yeah.
That was
Andre
glorious.
already geeked out over that. He jumped off a flying ship at a dragon.
Does this look like a face of a man who is sane?
Cedric's just like, jumping off flying ships is not all it's cracked up to be.
Too soon, potentially, maybe.
Potentially, maybe.
We'll see after the next session. We'll see soon.